In the 80s, when I was the DGA trainee on CHiPs, the two stars were feuding with each other. Eric Estrada and Larry Wilcox had both declared that they would not come to the set unless the other one was there first. So the assistant director team had to come up with a solution for this conundrum. So my brilliant key second AD, Leslie Jackson, and I hatched this plan. Uh, she would go to Larry's motorhome. I would go to Eric's motorhome. We each had cars standing by. We were on our walkie-talkies coordinating. So we both would knock on the dressing room door at the same time. The dressing rooms are in different locations because the guys don't even want to see each other's dressing rooms. So we knock on the door at the same time, and then Leslie or I would go first, and she would say, Marcia, Larry is coming out of the dressing room. Tell Eric. And so then I would say, Eric, Larry is coming out of the dressing room. And he'd say, okay. And he'd step out of the dressing room. And then I'd say, Leslie, tell Larry that Eric is coming out of the dressing room. And she would say, Larry, Eric is coming out of the dressing rooms. And then uh, she would say, Marcia, Larry is walking to the car. Tell Eric. And I'd say, Eric, Larry is walking to the car. He'd say, okay, and start walking to the car. And I'd say, Leslie, tell Larry that Eric is walking to the car. And then she would say, Marcia, tell Eric that Larry is opening the car door. And I'd say, Eric, Larry is opening the car door. Uh, okay, Leslie, tell Larry that Eric is opening the car door. Marcia, tell Eric that Larry's getting in the car. Leslie, tell Larry that Eric's getting in the car. And then they both got in the car simultaneously. The cars drove to the location where the camera was. They watched each other and opened the doors simultaneously, and both stepped out at the same time. It was a ridiculous dance solely in the service of childish, bloated egos.